What's going on, my fellow troops? My name is Xavvo and welcome back to a brand new video. So today I wanted to talk about how Polyatomic and Orion just got a whole lot easier. And no, I am not going to give you a guide. I'm not going to explain how to do the challenges because honestly, it doesn't take even a potato head to realize how easy these camos are. And literally, there's only 4 of them per weapon, so there's not really much to be asked of from you here. But we all know that in this game, the camo grind is a lot more laid back. It's more streamlined. Anyone can pretty much pick it up and do it. At this point, it's not going to be as demanding as previous years where all the hardcore players would have to go for mastery camos and the average player would pretty much not want to touch it. But can I just say that for me, I typically take about 5-6 months for a camo grind. I'm not very quick at it, and that's me at my quickest pace. I am unemployed, so I'm on this game all the time pretty much, if not most days, and even then I am not very quick at getting through camos. I'm not Lego unlocked. I'm not getting a goddamn weapon unlocked in half an hour or some shit. Like, it usually takes me a few days on a weapon, typically for this game, but with the addition of shipment, can I just say, yesterday I unlocked 7 SMGs, not just unlocked, I finished 7 SMGs in a day. Yeah, literally in a day. It wasn't even in the full day either. This was from halfway through the day to the end of the day. And then today, at the start of the day, I actually finished the Fennec. So now I have all 8 base SMGs finished for gold camo, and now that takes me on to the platinum camo. So just to put that into perspective, that is an entire weapon category that I finished in under a day in terms of hours. What? Yeah, that's less than a day, and that was all because of this map shipment being in the game. What the fuck? I just don't understand, really, if they thought this through or not, because they already tried to compensate for how slow the game typically is, and, you know, how much less kills you get this year compared to Vanguard or previous COD games. Because kills are a lot more difficult to get this year in a match, you might come out with 30 and that's about as best as you can do. Because of that, I think they try to make up for it by making the leveling much quicker and weapons having less weapon levels. But what they didn't realize is with shipment now, because you're getting so many kills so quickly, you can actually get like 7 weapon levels in a game. Like one match of shipment, which takes about 5-10 minutes, you can get your weapon up 6-7 levels. So you can finish an entire gun in this game in an hour because of shipment. Like, shipment in this game has physically changed the entire camo grind's pace. It has changed just how many people are going to be able to go for it now. And you've got to think on top of this, right? Like, we have a bunch of tedious guns that most people don't like to use, like the launchers and the knives and whatnot, and people have been forced to use them year after year for the camo grind. But in this game, we also now have DLCs coming in, and because it's not as tight on the requirements, you can actually now use a bunch of DLCs to replace the launchers or the melees. Because it's not that specific. Polyatomic asks you to do 51 platinum challenges. It doesn't specify what weapon classes those are. It just says 51. So you can do 51 weapons of your choice. And that could literally mean getting rid of the launchers. That could mean get rid of the riot shield and the knife. It can mean a lot of things.
That's true. That's fucking true. That's how it is, dude.
So you've already got that exception that makes the camo grind a lot easier. But now we have shipment. I feel like every player is going to have the goddamn camo. At this point, everyone's going to have bloody Orion camo in 3 months. Like, it's just, we all know it's going to happen. Let's be honest. Shipment is so quick on this game. So many kills. Easy camos, like 50 kills or 50 ADS kills. Bro, anyone can do that in one game. That is 2 camos you can do in a game. You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone for 2 challenges. Like, it's mental. The pacing on this game is amazing. It's a fun map. I really like the design of the map this year as well, having shipment on a boat. That's really cool. I do kind of like the dark aesthetic, but I do wish there was a bit more lighting, if I'm honest with you, just because it can be a bit difficult to see people at longer ranges. But yeah, and speaking of long ranges, if you thought this year, oh, I'm going to have to go on other maps to get my long shot kills, not really.
Cap.
This map does feel bigger, and I think it probably is. I think the space between the crates is a lot wider now, so the map is a lot more open. There's not as much ability for you to actually hide because they got rid of a lot of the cover, like the cars and shit. So for this year's shipment, you just have a bit of rubble here and there, boxes and whatnot, but nothing too crazy. And if people want to hide inside of crates, you can counter it by using the drill charge lethal, which is really, really useful. So people can't hide in crates. People also cannot mantle to get into higher areas of the map. In previous years, you could actually climb up onto the crates and you could walk across and jump to other boxes that were open on the top, but you can't do that this year.
You're goddamn right.
So the map is pretty much all boots on ground. Everyone's moving around. The map is flourishing. There's lots of kills going on all the time. And just having simple camos, simple leveling, bam, you can finish a whole weapon class in probably a day or two. It's absolutely crazy, and I have to say, this is probably one of the best things they have done for this game. This has made Modern Warfare 2 arguably like 10 times better just because of shipment. And I think people were saying this early on. People were saying like, come on, shipment's the only thing that's going to make this game good. And to be honest, I don't fully disagree with that, but I do have to say this game is a lot more enjoyable at its core. They definitely made kills more rewarding because of the fact that time to kill is slower, and it doesn't mean you can put 2 pellets into someone and they're dead. You do have to work to get a kill. You have to like actually shoot at the player. You can't just hit them in the arm and kill them. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. And just having the game be faster, but at the same time it's not so quick that you're sprinting into the enemy spawn in like 3 seconds. I think that's great, and just having that correct balance of pacing and kills and everything has made this game so much more enjoyable as it is. So I don't think that the map has fully made the game amazing. The game is amazing regardless, but it's just amazing to see that shipment has made camo grinding so much more enjoyable, and Polyatomic and Orion are going to be much more achievable for you guys, especially if you're going for weapon mastery. If you've, finished the mastery camos and you want to do a higher challenge, you want to get that charm unlocked, you could do your gold emblem and calling card challenges, or your platinum emblem and calling card challenges, or whatever it is. You can do them in shipment because it only asks you to do about 100 kills for the gold emblem and calling card for a weapon, so you can do that in 2 games. Like, it's just crazy. On shipment, you're going to have a lot of luck. So just really do advise, guys, if you aren't playing on shipment for whatever reason, I know most of you probably are, but if you aren't, do take advantage of shipment, because God knows if they're going to do something they did in the previous years, like playlist rotations, where they just take the map out for like a week or 2 and they expect you to play the other maps, because they obviously get mad that people are not playing the other maps. You can just tell the devs have spent that much time on the other maps, they want you to play the other ones, but there really isn't much incentive to, unless you're going for long shots on other guns. Really, you're going to be on shipment most of the time, and it's understandable why. Shipment has definitely changed the entire pacing of this game. Polyatomic can be done in probably a month or 2 from now at this rate. I mean, think about it. I finished the SMGs, a whole class, in a day. That is ridiculous. Like, there's not even that many more weapon classes I've got left to do. I've done assault rifles, I've done SMGs now, I've done marksman rifles, I've done snipers, I've done the melees. So I'm only left now with battle rifles, LMGs, shotguns, and then pistols and launchers. And I don't even have to do launchers. I mean, I'm going to, but I don't even have to, because on top of that, as I say, you can now just switch out whichever DLCs you want, and you don't even have to do some of those secondaries you don't want to do. So it's just mental. You can just completely pick whichever 51 weapons you want to do for platinum, and bam, you get your polyatomic camo. So it's just crazy. This game is going to be a lot easier now, and I don't know whether that's really a good thing. It's a good thing for camo grinders, but at the same time, it means generally the prestige of the camos is probably going to go down significantly because of how easy it's going to be. But you guys let me know, what do you think of this addition to the game? What do you think of the map? And what do you think of the camo grind and how you've been going with all of this? And yeah, thank you for everyone for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.